Hi, I'm Bill Moore, and I'm on a mission to bring alpha to your trading through the power of relative value analysis. If you're looking for candlestick patterns, then this is not the place for you. But if you are looking to trade like a professional, then stick around. So we went back to our 11 baskets of the sector ETFs. Lots and lots of products in there, so we put a bunch of filters, right? Correlation 0.8, RW coefficient 0.8, at least 1.25 standard deviations away from the mean, well behaved with at least 3 winners, and in a current state where we could potentially make 5% up or down. Okay, with that as a selection, we still came up with, I didn't actually count them here, but I think it's, it's still about 20 different products here. The one we're going to take a look at, though, I don't know if you remember on Friday's recommendation, we picked something out of one of the energy group industries, and we had a second choice at that time, and I said we're going to come back to it, and we are going to. I didn't purposely come back to it today, by the way. It's just, it turns out to be the first one on the list here. Good correlation, great RW coefficient. 2 different integrated oil companies. We haven't actually recommended any trades yet over the past couple months with integrated oil companies. So let's take a closer look. It's Valero versus Marathon. So this picture looks good, and if we go back a year ago, it had a much more restricted motion, right? But a very nice motion, but very restricted. And then starting about a year ago, it had a big move up, big move down, big move up. So very exaggerated here. And of course, when that happens, there's a lot more money to be made. But also means probably you get to hold it a little bit longer. I doubt highly that we would target coming all the way back to the mean. We're much more likely to target something, in this region here. So in any case, let's go take a look at it in the observe page. Well, this only goes back about 14 months, and this picture itself is not all that exciting. Only a couple of big moves, but those big moves are highly profitable. The fact is we know how tightly correlated these guys are and how strong the RW coefficient is. We also know that there was a time back here, prior to the year where you could see that much more readily, right? Because it was in a very tight range. So I have a good feeling about this. I think we're going to get a good move back. We might have to hold it for a while. Obviously, we're not going to get into it until we see some type of motion, heading back the other direction. Let's go take a look at it in the hitting probabilities. Okay, so it's got a very strong mean reversion tendency here. Let's go run the Monte Carlo simulation. The current value, 11.92, let's call it, and it's saying we will be in 30 days below that. It's a short 91% of the time. So that's a very good number, right? There's nothing wrong with that. And it's, if we were doing something like targeting all the way back to the mean, which is minus 1.23, it's saying we'll get there half the time in 74 bars, but the mode being 47. Let's tighten this up to, I don't know, let's say 6. And run it again. So at the number 6, the half the time in 21 bars, and the mode being 13. So those are really pretty good numbers. I like these numbers. I like the fact that they are this is big business, right? Valero versus Marathon. These are big companies, big business, and they're highly correlated. So in any case, let's go take a look at it one more time in the detail page. A good picture a year ago back, a good picture since, although much more exaggerated motion. A perfect track record, 4 times outside the second standard deviation, 3 times profitably returned to the mean. The 4th one is the one that's currently open. We're talking about VLO versus MPC with a ratio of 1.37. The correlation is 0.95. The RW coefficient is virtually perfect at 0.933. And the return to the mean, according to the hitting probabilities, is not such a long time. So looks good. This is the recommendation of the day. VLO minus 1.37 of MPC. It is a short. So for every share of VLO that you sell, you're going to buy 1.37 shares of MPC. Good luck with your trading.